Hi everyone. Let's complete the post creation step of physical standby which we just created moments back. Okay. So this will actually uh, kind of perform the post creation steps which will be adding the current database that is standby database to the cluster so that using the Oracle restart so that in near future if you want to restart your server, you want your database to be up and running immediately. For that we will be using the Oracle restart feature. Other than that, we will be performing some other steps as well, and you will see in this particular video. Okay, so let's get going. So now we have completed until here, right? We have started the redo apply services. Now we will start the post creation steps. So we will configure the archive log deletion policy or RMAN. For that you have to do it on both databases. So for that what you need to do is using the RMAN connect. Okay, so exit out of this RMAN target slash connected to primary, configure this. This is done. Do the same thing on the standby as well. RMAN target slash so archive log deletion policy is set up. Okay, let's enable the flashback database on the standby database. Okay, for that you have to connect using the TNS descriptor standby. Okay, the name you have provided in TNS names.aura file. Somehow I'm not able to connect using standby. What is the reason? Just a second, let me check. Standby. Okay, just a second. What I did is password is wrong. Okay, for that my password is, so now it's connected. Need to check the log arc, this flashback on column in $dollar database. So the flashback log mode is archive log, but flashback is no. Okay, so you need to set the retention target accordingly. It's done. Now for any changes for the flashback, right, you need to stop the redo apply. So you need to run this alter database recover managed standby database cancel. Okay, and run this command alter database flashback on. So flashback is now on, so it should say yes. So this is fine now. Now one important thing which we did not do last time is, let's check the show parameter sp file. You see where the sp file is? Okay, the sp file is located in the file system, but we want it to be moved to the location in the disk group. So let me check first. Let me set the environment variable with asm. Okay, asm cmd cd data ls-al cd standby ls. So what I will do, mkdir parameter file. Okay, I have created a directory and I would have to move that accordingly. So what I will do first is exit out of this, shut down the database. Sorry, shut down immediate. So the strategy will be, currently the SP file is identified in the location oracle home / dbs, right, with the name sp file standby.ora. You need to migrate that to the disk group. For that, what I will do, I'll create a init file, init standby.ora file from the sp file. Okay, I'll rename the sp file, okay, sp file to the backup or whatever it is, right? So let me first shut down the database. Okay, so .ora env, I cannot shut down. Okay, sorry about that. Standby. Let me clear the screen. These are small mistakes. Shut down immediate. I should remember this, but somehow no, it gets missed. So shut down, it is dismounted, it will be closed as soon as that's done. Okay, so instance is shut down. What I will do, connect to the SQL Plus. Let me check the location. So I will move to the DBS location to check what all files are there. Okay, cd/oracle cd oracle home/dbs. We have moved to oracle home dbs. Okay, so don't worry about this. This was the initial file we created. It has just one value. Okay, we will be overwriting it using create param p file from sp file, and it will automatically overwrite, okay, with the values currently in the memory. So what I'm talking about is this file. We will move it to the backup, okay, so that while starting up the database should not identify the sp file, okay, otherwise it will keep looking into the dbs location. So I will show you what I'm trying to say. So I'll connect it using sql plus /shdba. I will show you the parameters available in init standby. There is only one parameter, right? So what I will do, I'll connect it, create p file from sp file, exit out of it, clear the screen, and then do the cat init standby. Okay, so everything has come up now. Now I will move sp to .bkp. Okay, so now when I restart the database, it will be started up with p file, but I have a strategy to do, and that strategy I'm going to follow is I'm going to sql plus /shdba, and I'm going to create another sp file, but the location will be different. So you will see create sp file equals, and now I am going to locate that to standby parameter. Okay, so you must be understanding what I'm trying to say. From p file, okay, so now it's done. Exit out of this. Now what you need to do is vi init standby, and here you need to delete everything, and you must be already knowing what I'm going to do. Sp file, so sp file equals, we'll be copying and pasting. So when we restart the server, it will automatically look into this init standby. Okay, this is init standby, and it will identify that my sp file is located under the disk group. Okay, so you will see how it goes. So I'll start up. Let's see how it goes. Okay, now we will see SP file. Good. Our SP file is migrated now. We will exit out. We will shut down immediate, and we have to mount it, right? Not open it. After that, we will be registering this database with Oracle restart, because when I run this, right, srv sr sorry crsctl status resource -t, for that you have to use asm and run this. You see that the database is registered, okay, but I run it here. I'll show you. I'll start up the database in mount state and then I will show you the crsctl utility. Start up mount. Okay, so we will change the environment variable to plus asm crsctl status resource -t. You see that the database is not registered yet, right? All the disk groups are registered. Everything will come up as soon as we start the server, right? Oracle High Availability Service daemon will come up and it will immediately start the CRS and CRS, right, and CSS, and it will immediately bring up everything. But because the database is not yet registered with Oracle Restart, the database will not come and you have to manually restart it again and again, right? And for that reason, we will be using Oracle Restart. Let's set up the environment variable with the database SID, and we have to run this command srvctl add this database standby, okay, with the instance standby with the Oracle home this, with the start option as the default start option will be mount, okay. When we run this command to start the database, it will be going to mount. Stop option will be shut down immediate, okay, and for that reason stop option is this srvctl stop, okay. As soon as that you will mention that, it will use the immediate method to shut down the database. Policy will be automatic, role will be physical standby, current role will be physical standby, and SP file is located here. Let me check if everything is fine. Okay, so let's run it. We need to set up the environment variable as the database SID, okay, not the ASM. Run this, wait for some moment, let's check if it is registered. Okay, standby database is still offline. What we will do, we will use srv ctl stop database -d standby, and we will start it. It will start in mount state. See this? Good. So everything looks fine. Let's connect to the database using SQL Plus. Select open mode from v $database. Okay, so shut down immediate. Let's shut it down first and then let's try to start it again. This is the issue. Every time I forget it. Let's check the SRBCTL status. So database is already running. Let's check the CRSCTL. It won't be able to find it. Let's set up the environment variable again and run this SQL plus slash shdba. Select. I think there will be issue again. Open mode from $v database. Okay, so what we will do, we will exit out of this. We will set up the environment variable standby, and then we will shut down immediate, and it should shut down. And then we will start using the SRBCTL utility. Okay. Let's wait for this command to complete. Okay, it looks like the database is started. We will connect using the SQL plus. Select open mode from $v database. Okay, so now it's mounted. So what we will do is we will start the apply services again. Okay. Oh, not copied properly. Just look at this. Okay, these are the incorrect stuff. And now we will just verify that using the $v manage standby. Okay, we will exit out of this. We will clear the screen. We will connect it again. See the process. MRP has been started. So it completes our lecture on how to set up physical standby. Okay, hope everyone enjoyed it. Please like my videos, please subscribe my channel, please hit the bell icon if you want to see the latest videos. I will be putting a lot of videos now regularly, and the next video will be coming up will be setting up the logical standby and how to set up the data guard broker. Okay, so you guys please wait for that video, and I hope that you will enjoy those videos because those are very awesome technologies, right? And it is very important for the interview as well. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.